Hi guys, my name is Mary Feaster and this is my presentation for Module 1. For my professional life, I am a kindergarten teacher and I teach in the Central Dauphin School District. Why did I choose STEM? Because I think it's important to start these skills young. I think a lot of times we wait too long to teach things or to introduce things, and I think we need to start it younger. I also noticed a huge deficit in problem solving with a lot of my students, and I think STEM is great for that. And I also just think, in everything that we've read and learned about so far in grad school, that it is critical for today's society to be able to problem solve, um, to be able to use these different domains in conjunction with each other to, again, problem solve. My personal life, I have two godsons. One of them is about 2.5, and the other one turns 4 in about a month. I have one dog. Her name is Mia. She is a black lab beagle mix. I also love to kayak in my free time and bake. And my favorite cartoon character is Winnie the Pooh. My definition of STEM, I think STEM is the incorporation of science, technology, engineering, and math into education. These 4 domains should work together to enhance students' learning experiences, to improve their ability to problem solve and think critically. These 4 domains should not be separate from one another, but should work in conjunction with each other. So my personal incorporation of STEM, I actually created a STEM website for one of the other grad classes that I was in, and I have it posted on my school website for parents to see. So I'm just going to quickly talk about one of the activities I did. It was called Over the Rainbow. The objective was to make a freestanding Fruit Loop rainbow in the correct sequence. They were given 3 Fruit Loops of each color, a small container of Play-Doh, and pipe cleaners. Students were partnered up into groups of 2 or 3. They were told that their goal was to build a rainbow that could stand on its own. They were given addition problems to solve in order to receive their materials. Once they had their addition problems correct, they were given their materials and told to make a rainbow that could stand on its own. Some of the students struggled with the correct order of the rainbow. The goal of this was to have certain students earn their pieces by solving addition problems and to have students work collaboratively with others to make a freestanding rainbow. And there's a picture of some of the final results. So I actually struggled when I looked at figure 5.2 to try and find where my activity would lay on the scale, not scale, but where it would fall on the table. And I could not find science and technology. I guess, unfortunately, it was absent in this activity, which just shows me that I definitely have areas of improvement to make. For engineering, I said define problems, create a freestanding rainbow with Fruit Loops, pipe cleaners, and Play-Doh in the correct sequence. And for mathematics, I picked model with mathematics. Students solved addition problems to earn their materials. So why is STEM education important? So this first quote was from the STEM integration in K-12 education video. It said, in the real world, science relies on technology, mathematics, and engineering relies on findings from science, the application of mathematics, and the use of technological tools. Again, I think this just touches on the real world aspect of everything. A lot of STEM, I think, and the importance of STEM is that it does apply to the real world and it's skills that you'll need in the real world. The second quote I got from the second video by Neil deGrasse Tyson, whether or not you ever again use the math that you learned in school, the act of having learned the math established a wiring in your brain that didn't exist before, and it's the wiring in your brain that makes you a problem solver. I can 100% say I am guilty of saying, oh, I'll never use this again. Why do I have to learn it? But I think this just shows the importance of learning those things. It creates that synapse in your brain, again, that you would not have had before. And again, then makes you a problem solver, makes you a critical thinker. And again, you'll use those things in real life. And then these last 2 quotes are quotes that I got from our STEM Lesson Essentials book, the reading for this week. Students still need to learn the same concepts and skills in science and mathematics as they did before, and they need to understand and be able to use many different types of technologies and how to solve problems through engineering design. On the other hand, by linking these 4 school subjects and planning to teach them holistically, we have the opportunity to provide more meaningful and motivating lessons. I think this is kind of touching on the importance of we still need to teach those things that we taught before. I think a lot of people think, oh, STEM just replaces those things, but it doesn't. It just kind of shows you how to teach things maybe in a newer, different way. And it helps students have, I think, a deeper understanding of those concepts or skills. And the last quote, whenever we take apart the 4 STEM fields, there is always the danger that they will be viewed separately rather than integrated seamlessly. The real power in STEM teaching comes from the connections among the fields and how they support and strengthen each other. Again, I think this is kind of what I even talked about with my own, where I didn't have science or technology present. I think it just, again, shows how we build off of those other domains to strengthen our learning, to strengthen those skills, to think critically and be problem solvers. My personal goals for this course is to learn how to incorporate all 4 domains more seamlessly and how to adapt some lessons that I already have and maybe make them more STEM friendly. I know we always talk about, instead of reinventing the wheel, how can we change and adapt what we already have? And then here are my references. Thanks for listening.